Okay, that caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting there to be another fight. Oops. It's kind of be similar to the tutorial. The tutorial part. Nice. Oh my god. The hurricane kick sucks in this game. I need to stop using it. It's a terrible move. My throat just completely whiffed. Okay then. Gonna eat it? Yes he is. Oh, he threw me like a dick. Almost got him.
Let's begin.
Oh my god. Dragon Punch right at this. Oh. The fuck? My throat. Did you see that? Everything, like, some moves just completely went through. Thank you.
Keep moving forward.
Now what? Just gonna end with the battle like that, that'd be so lame. There we go. Oh god damn, is it right? Fuck. Oh shit. His band fell off.
Now I get it. I guess you won't be needing this anymore, huh?
Oh.
There is no end on the road of fighting. I know. I still need this.
Aww.
I see.
I guess that had some significance to him. Maybe Ken gave it him. That was pretty cool. 3,000 fight money for it. Cool. That's probably the end then. The freaking gill at the end there. A new difficulty has been added, the extra difficulty. But that was cool. Really enjoyed that. I think the only thing missing from this game now is an arcade ladder sort of mode, which is kind of like the basic mode, which they should have had to begin with. But apart from the end, you know, with the fight with Bison being a bit difficult, the story was really good. The story as a whole was really good. The story as a whole was really good, even though I kind of lost a little bit there, because obviously some people will know already some stuff from Street Fighter 3, whereas I won't. So I was probably a little bit lost there. You know, because I didn't really start playing Street Fighter really until Street Fighter 4, believe it or not. So I was probably a little bit lost to some degree on some of the history with all the characters, but I think I think the funniest part was the fact that Juri got 2 matches and Yuri only got the 1. That was quite odd, really. I was kind of expecting that to a degree, because I know Juri was quite popular at Street Fighter 4. A lot of people liked playing as her, including myself. She looks fucking great in this game, dude. I think she's definitely going to be my main for Street Fighter 5. I'm going to stick with probably Cammy until now. For now, until she comes out. She's probably the last person just to piss me off. But that ending was fucking insane. Fucking Gil comes out of nowhere. Like, goddamn. I did not expect that at all. Of course, we never knew that Juri was part of the Street Fighter 3 kind of thing, because she was integrated in older Street Fighter 4, you know, like in Ultra Street Fighter 4. So it was nice that they kind of, because they had a blank canvas with Juri, they were able to bring up her own story, and her moves are looking amazing. Her fucking V skill is great. I'm gonna love that move. She's kind of incomplete, and you can definitely tell she hasn't got a lot she can do, but she's incomplete, so that'll be good. As long as she keeps the dive kick. The dive kick was awesome. But she's looking really good. I didn't really get a good grasp on Urian very much. I'm gonna have to go back and see what I can do with him, because they're the only way you can play those two characters at the moment. The story mode is the only way you can, you can play those two characters. I mean, it surprises me to a degree, because I would have thought they would release the characters first and then do the story afterwards, because now that you think about it, the story wouldn't have worked in the beginning. They wouldn't have worked in the beginning, because they had Balrog, they had Balrog, Ibuki, Urian, Juri. I think they had almost like all the characters in the current cast, including Juri and Urian. There's a couple of extras. But if they did the story mode in February, the game would have been so incomplete, and it would have been so disjointed and all over the place with a bunch of unfinished characters. And I guess that's why they didn't do it at the end of the day. Which, now you've played that, I can kind of understand why they didn't do a story mode to begin with. But even if that's the case, they should still put an arcade-like ladder mode in there, because the character-specific stories are too short. They're still too short, in my opinion, and the CPU's too easy. So they should have just done a basic arcade ladder. It has been the staple of fighting games since fighting games began, you know? So the story wouldn't have worked in February, so that's why they released it so late, but they still should have had an arcade ladder type mode to kind of compensate for it, because like I said, the story arcs are very short and very brief, and you don't really know much of it, because by the time you started it, you finished it. You know, why didn't they just go with the staples they had in Street Fighter 4? Street Fighter 4 had everything. It had so many characters, it had stories, it had rival battles, it had everything. The blueprints for Street Fighter 5 in terms of offline were already there. They had arcade, they had stories, they had rival battles, they had other stuff. You know, the training, the challenges, it was already there. So what happened here? What happened here that the game was released in February, so laggy as it was? I think, like I said in February, I think it was more to kind of compensate for the fact that everyone would want to play this tournament, like this game, at tournament level when EVO comes around or something like that, or whatever tournament it is, you know? But at the same time, why couldn't this just be the main staple of next year's EVO and release the game now? If the game had released now, if the game was released today, if it was released today with, well, give or take a couple of months, maybe, because Ibuki and Juri and Urian still have to come out. But if they gave Juri, or if they started releasing it now, maybe without the newest characters, maybe, but had the story in the arcade mode, it would have sold. Casuals would have bought it. But the thing is, like I said in February, like a lot of people were saying, a lot of people, the casual player, doesn't want to jump straight online, you know. And even though I'm not tournament level player, I'm kind of half and half, I guess, you know. I'm not a pro at the game, but I'm not a casual fighting game player at any means, because I play all the fighting games that come out, and it's become one of my favorite genres really quickly, thanks to my kind of rising KI. Fighting games in general have become one of my favorite genres very quickly, so I'm kind of half and half. But there are still people on one side that don't want to play online the whole time and have nothing to do in terms of offline, because that was this game's biggest problem. The lack of offline content for the casual player was just not there. It was non-existent. It was all about the online, the competitive scene, which is good and all. You know, you catering to the people that are going to go to tournaments and things like that, but maybe casual players want to play it too. I think that was the biggest problem. Casual players would probably want to have it played it too, and have it play at the story mode and do whatnot. You know, yeah, they'll put the game down after they've played the story mode, and they won't probably ever play it again after playing the story mode, but at least you've got some money then to work on future installments of the game, future DLCs for those players that have stuck it out. The casual content just wasn't there, and it needs to be there. The casual stuff needs to be in your fighting game from the start, because that's what gets you sales at the end of the day. Yes, the casual player won't jump online and get good at the game and go to fighting game tournaments in the future, but at least there's something for them to enjoy as well. You still need something to have this game have the legs in the long haul for people that don't want to play online or don't want to play competitively. I mean, like me, I won't ever reach tournament level in Street Fighter 5, but I enjoyed the playing online so much these days that it didn't really matter to me, but the single player stuff was a real letdown. I mean, the story was great, let's not get me wrong here, but the story was great, but it's still missing that arcade ladder mode that was the draw when fighting games came out. Everyone wanted to play. You know, when Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2 came out, there were the tournament level players, and then there were the players that just wanted to play through the ladder mode and play through the stories and see what the story arcs are. Mortal Kombat, let's say Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance would be a good example. You know, there's a lot of story arcs in that game, so a lot of people, when I was playing the likes of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, I wanted to find out what all the stories are about. I was the same with Mortal Kombat Deception, you know, and the story marks in the arcade ladder mode of that game. And I even played the Conquest mode, which I didn't think it was really that good. I didn't really like the Conquest mode in Deception. I think it dragged on a bit too much at times, but I liked it, but I didn't really thoroughly enjoy it. I thought it dragged out a bit. But you know, there are going to be people that really just want to do that. They don't want to play online. I think Street Fighter V has taught everyone in the fighting game making community a valuable lesson that you need stuff for the casuals from the start. You just can't go straight to the fighting game community and hope the game will hold until you release other stuff. The story mode was I see why they didn't do that from the start now, but when the game released in February, the story arcs were incredibly short, and then there was nothing to really do after that until the characters started coming out. A lot of people dropped this game for a month. You know, some people haven't even bought it yet. People are still going to wait because this game still isn't done yet. KI have done something similar, but I don't think their arcade mode really came out until later on either, I guess. I guess like this could be very similar to KI, but I think with KI, I don't think that people expected KI to blow up as much as it did. You know, KI just blew up out of nowhere. Street Fighter V, with Street Fighter as it was an established fighting game franchise, KI had been on the back burner for years. Street Fighter was an established fighting game franchise, and that's the difference. You know, with Street Fighter V, we were all expecting the ladder mode, the online mode, the challenge mode, the tutorial mode, the training mode. We were all expecting those sort of things, and we didn't even get the ladder mode, all the story mode to that degree. Story mode is kind of a new thing for Street Fighter, so that's kind of another reason why they probably wanted to delay it so much, because it was a new thing. You know, stories really became the norm after Mortal Kombat 9. You know, Mortal Kombat 9 set the stage for story games, story modes in fighting games. That was kind of the first thing. But yeah, I think Street Fighter V has been a valuable lesson in have everything to go from the off. Have everything that is basic in a fighting game from the start. Alright guys, so a very good story mode. Just be aware that the CPU does kind of set you up to fail. Please don't take its easiness lightly, as I learned at the end. Yeah, I'm out of here. Alright guys, I'll see you I'll see you soon for some more stuff. Until then, you know the rules. Subscribe if you're doing all that stuff. Until next time, Chaos signing off. Peace out.